Welcome back, friends. Once again, we'd like to thank you for giving us your precious time in order to listen to the show. Also, keep sending us questions so that we can keep answering them with our amazing, flawless execution. And then also remember to keep sending us your feedback because we want what you want, a better show. And we're back.
Back is the place to be with
But
Mr. Clay and Charlie Ray.
what you been up to this week?
What have I been up to this week? Well, let's see here. This week's been a pretty low cal week for me. Um, Basically is my first, since my, well, it was almost a full week of work. I ended up taking a day off sick because we woke up with no power and it was about, I know it's nothing, but it's like 4 or 5 inches of snow. And I'm like, I haven't got that shoveled yet. And like, okay, so I just woke up. There's no power. Heat's already dropped like 3 or 4 degrees in the house. I got to worry about taking care of family situations. I was just like, and I didn't have my computer with me to even work from home if the power was on.
Yeah.
I said, screw it. I'm taking a day off because if I got to take my mom somewhere because of the cold, my aunt still had power. I'd have to get the driveway shoveled, get her out there, get her over there. So thankfully, that did not happen. The power came back on about 3.5, 4 hours after it went off. So,
So what's
so
the
all
reason
in
for it?
all,
Why did it go off?
I'm gonna guess Transformers blew. We had a lot of We also had a lot of limbs come down, not necessarily at our house, but possibly other places. And I think a transformer blew out that affected our area. So it's happened before.
We have this cold snap right now, and it's like really cold, like ridiculously wind chill minus 52 Celsius. Just fucking stupid. And it's fucking with computers in the cars. Like I've got like 8 different warning lights showing up on my dash
Oh, jeez.
for stuff that I know isn't a problem. It's like, oh, your StabiliTrak isn't working. Oh, your ABS isn't working. I was like, no, I can feel it when I'm driving that the power's going to the right tire when I start to spin out. Like I know it's all working. So I'm not going to take
Right.
it to the shop or anything. I had huge problems with my battery. Fuck that. And I think I already talked to you about this with I had a portable charger that I brought out to charge my battery. And while I was charging it, I go to start my car and it starts. So I go to unhook the portable charger and the cable was so fucking cold, it snapped in my hand. I just grabbed it and it broke in half. So it was charging the car for like 15 minutes outside. So 15 minutes and minus 52 caused this wire cable just to snap in half.
Just snapped.
I just grabbed it and it
Wow.
just broke in my hand. I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding me. So I went and bought a new battery and I had to go put that in. So minus 52 outside. I'm bundled up trying to fiddle around underneath the hood of a truck, which is stupid, beyond stupid. I don't have a garage or anything. And then I was looking at the battery charger and I was like I use it because I have 2 different cars, right? I drive a car in the summertime and I drive a car in the wintertime. And then I leave
Mhm.
that trickle charger on and I just charge my batteries that I'm not using from time to time so that they get use and they don't just die on you. And I need to get that battery charger working. So I looked online and it's like $160 for a new one. So I don't know when I bought this, but I know now
Mhm.
I don't want to spend $160 on a battery charger.
Right.
So I'm trying to find cheaper ones, but they don't have the same kind of amps that this one pulls. So I was like, fuck it. And I looked at the cable and I was able to, if I took like an X-Acto knife, I could like shred off the cable piping on the outside and I'd have like the actual copper metal on the inside. And I could reclamp it to the clamp. But I looked at it, I couldn't find my crimpers. And even if I could, they're just like stereo crimpers. So they're nothing special. Right? They're not going to do
Right.
this hardcore fucking battery cable shit. So
No.
I just
No.
drove it down to the shop that I always use. And I walked in and Melvin's like, "Hey Clay." I was like, "Hey Melvin, how are you?" He's like, "How's the car?" I was like, I just put a new battery in." He's like, "Everything else is good." I go, "No, I got a question for you." And I brought the charging cable like unit in. And he's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, you have way better crimpers at the shop than I do. Can I pay you like, 10, $15 to spend, 3 minutes just crimping this wire back onto this handle?" He looked at me, he grabbed it, he went and grabbed his like battery cable crimpers. He shaved off the plastic on the outside, twisted the metal, put it in the thing, clamped it on. He goes, "There you go." It took him like 14 seconds. So I bought him a pizza for lunch. It's like, "Here you go, man. Thank you." Way cheaper than 160 bucks, let me tell you.
I think that's called a hell of a good switch.
Yeah. So, and then today driving home, I noticed that once again, my lights are going off saying I've got bad tire pressure.
Right.
And the roads are all bumpy as fuck because the snow has fallen. People have driven on it. When it was warmer out, they put grooves into it. Then it froze into like, it's like driving over moguls. Like if you're going skiing or snowboarding,
Uh-huh.
you're just bouncing like fucking crazy. So I guess every time I bounce, somehow the rim comes loose from the tire and air pressure is gonna keep pushing out because I'm bouncing like crazy. And yeah, my
Right.
driver's side tire is down 15 fucking pounds per square inch. Kind of stupid.
Wow, that's wild.
Yeah. So I had to grab my compressor, go outside and minus 47 today, and I'm trying to put air in my tire, but the cable, like the hose that the compressor's attached to, is solid. So it's supposed to be malleable because it's, a fucking hose. But it was
Right.
outside for like 4 minutes and it's frozen solid. So I got to twist it in a certain way where I can get the right connection to my stupid pressure valve. And I realized that if I bend this hose anymore, it's just going to snap in my hands like my other fucking thing snapped. So
Right.
I'm using it for like 8 seconds. I go inside, I warm it up for 15 minutes. I go back outside, use it for 10 seconds, go back inside. I was like, who the fuck ever planned to live here? Like this is so dumb. There's so many cars on the side of the road. There's so many things on Facebook about people, oh, I can't get my hood open. Somebody can help me get my hood open? I need to jump my car. People are like, bring a hairdryer outside. He's like, I did that. It's not blowing any fucking hot air because as soon as it leaves, it's fucking cold.
Wow.
When I parked my car to for like 45 minutes, I let the battery run. I let the when I was trying to charge the one that I replaced. And I've got the heat on, and after 45 minutes I go and sit inside and it's still freezing cold. So the air still can't get hot enough under the hood from the engine running for 45 minutes to blow hot air inside the cab.
Oh, wow.
As soon as I start driving, the engine's working harder and then hot air's coming through. But yeah, while it's idling, you get inside, it's still fucking cold. It's so fucking crazy. I don't get me wrong. I'm thankful I haven't had this weather for the last 2 months, but it's
Yeah.
really shitty to get right now. I feel so bad. There's fucking homeless people out. There's a homeless tent and there's two people living in it. Like, how the fuck are you surviving in there? I mean, I'm not gonna
I,
open my house to you because I'm not.
right.
Because I mean, once you do it to them, and they're gonna tell all their friends, and then pretty soon I got a whole bunch of fucking homeless people parked out front of my house, and I just don't want to deal with that. But I don't know how they're surviving. It's fucking nuts, man.
Well, you just definitely don't want Dirty Mike and the boys to show up, you know.
It's,
You know what that's from, right?
I don't know what that's from.
It's
What is
from
that?
it's from that Will Ferrell, Mark Wahlberg movie where they're cops, where he's a
Oh yeah,
gator.
yeah,
You're a
yeah,
you're a pimp. But
yeah,
remember when he's trying to get his Prius back and there's like the homeless people and they're messing with him on the dock and
yeah.
he's like,
That's right.
You're not Dirty Mike and the boys, are you? It's the cops. Then it's like you ruined my Prius because they all like had wild gay homeless sex in his car.
I never saw that movie until like probably less than a year ago, and
Oh
I
man.
can't believe I missed it. It was so good.
It's who is that? It's the old ball and chain. No, seriously, who the fuck is that?
Yeah,
Yeah, that is a classic movie. So,
yeah. I'm really glad I
well,
saw it.
I will say, Clay, I'm sorry that you live somewhere where it's negative friggin' 49 degrees.
Well, it was only
It's
47 today, minus
no,
50.
hey.
It's getting better.
Time to break out the mankini.
Yeah, it's getting better.
You got that hot tub, making sure it stays warm out there. Don't let that sucker freeze.
Well, strangely enough that you mentioned that, I go check it like when I'm at home. I check it every 3 hours to make sure it's still pumping out heat. I don't
Yeah,
want anything to freeze up because once that gets frozen up, it's fucked. And
you're
that's like,
screwed.
yeah, it's like
Uh-huh.
9 grand gone. So yeah, I'm checking it, but I haven't had the energy to do balance my chemicals. I just don't
Mm.
have the energy to go out there and do anything.
Yeah, I don't blame you, but yeah, geez, I'd be worried about that. I'm worried about my porch right now. It's 25 degrees on my porch, which I don't know what that is for you,
Like minus
and
9, maybe -3.
I don't know because your zero is R32, right?
Yeah. So it's like minus
Because
three something.
yeah, yeah. So
Minus 3. I don't know. 15 times more cold than that.
yeah, yeah. Let's see
15
here.
times,
Zero.
man.
That is crazy.
It's
Let's
crazy.
see here.
People survived out here in wagons and teepees. I don't out of
It
my
it
mind.
it, it is crazy. I mean, when you think about it. Okay, so 25 degrees Fahrenheit is negative 3.9 degrees Celsius.
Oh,
And so
okay.
it was negative 10 here. That would be negative 23 where you're at. And you said it was how cold out there today? Negative 47?
Negative 47. It's the same for
That's
you
net
guys.
that's
Once you,
it's
once,
it's negative 52.6 is what that would convert to for us.
yeah.
Jesus Christ. I mean, you literally get frostbite in like 3 minutes.
Yep. No, it's like that. Today on the way to work, I was driving to work and some lady was walking down the street in all her like snow gear carrying grocery bags. I was like,
Oh,
do you really
Jesus.
like you can get that shit delivered. You know you don't have to do that.
Right. I
Yeah.
don't know. I mean, I can tell you this. If I lived where it was that cold at times, I would figure out how to do things where I didn't potentially lose an appendage, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So many
So,
people's cars aren't working.
so other than the exciting fact that we're both having to deal with it's cold as crap weather,
Yeah.
anything exciting happened for you this week?
Built a bed for my daughter.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I bought my kids each a new bed, the same bed, so they don't complain about anything. And
Well,
it's
that's smart.
just a double bed, and it has a power strip in it, so they can like with USB ports and power plugs, so they can just plug all their iPads and shit in from their bed.
Uh-huh.
And it has an LED strip, so they have this blinking light or solid light, and it can be green, blue, red. So it's kind of cool. They have a little like a night light if they want it. And yeah, and I told my daughter I wasn't going to build hers until she got her learners
Uh-huh.
because she's 15 and she's had a year here in Alberta. She can get her learners at 14 years old. And it's taken her a year of postponing and postponing and telling us, oh, I'm not ready. Oh, I can't. I need to study. I'll never drive. And we keep telling her, it's like, as soon as you turn 16, if you don't have a license and a car, you are walking to work. And so
Right.
spend three minutes outside today. Tell me how much you want to walk for 45 minutes in that. You don't.
Right.
So yeah, I said
No,
get
no.
your learners and I'll build your bed. It just sat downstairs in a box. And on Friday we went and she got her learners.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. That's
But
that's
now
good.
now she's too scared to drive
Why? Because
because
the weather's cold or
we don't have roads. We have ice. Like we don't have concrete. Like we're not driving on asphalt. It's just ice. They don't plow.
oh,
People
they
drive.
don't plow?
They plow in the spring when it gets warm and it's about, I don't know, 9 inches of snow that's been packed up. Like the road is as high as the sidewalk.
Oh crap.
Yeah, they block down the road.
Really?
Yeah, dude, I'll send you pictures of it for next year videos. You pull up to it and they'll block a road or a whole intersection or a whole cul-de-sac for like 3 hours to get out there with the big scrapers and they scrape it right down to the concrete and they have these big ass fucking trucks that go behind. It scoops up all the snow and then it spits it into the back of a like two or three dump trucks. And they'll just do that all day long through different parts of the city. But yeah, we drive on ice and snow. Like it is a skating rink.
Wow.
Yeah, it's I don't
That's
understand.
that's
Yeah, it you don't have traction. It's fucked up. So unless your vehicle's really, really, really heavy, you're fucked,
again, like you said, why the hell would anybody want to live here?
right?
And there's guys out there right now running rigs, pumping oil.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're outside. Mine's 52.
Wow.
Hats off to them. Yesterday at like 8:30, I got a warning on my phone coming up, and it was an advisory from the
Uh-huh.
Alberta government. And would you like to know what that is?
Oh, I can't wait. Warning, it's cold as shit. Don't go outside.
Warning, extreme cold resulting in high power demand has placed the Alberta grid at a high risk of rotating power outages this evening. Actions to take. For the citizen, Albertans are asked to immediately limit their electricity use to essential needs only. Turn off unnecessary lights, electrical appliances, space heaters, delay the use of major power appliances, delay charging your vehicles, delay plugging in your block heaters for your cars, cook with your microwave instead of your stove. So they wanted us all to sit in the cold and the dark in our houses, not turning anything on for the fear
When
that,
it's negative 49 degrees.
yeah, negative 49 degrees, and you want me not to plug in my car and not to turn the heat on and not to cook myself food and not to turn on my lights? You know that the government officials are living in a house with all the lights on
Oh
and
yeah.
all their cars are plugged in, all their space heaters are on. You're like, go eat a dick. So yeah, I cooked myself dinner. I had my kid had a sleepover. We installed the lights. I plugged in my car. I was like, fuck all y'all. Like,
That is ridiculous. I mean, I just you listen to these people. For us to save whatever, we need to reduce farming by 50%. Excuse me. We need to eat,
yeah.
and then the whole okay, we need to get rid of all this power and all this power. We're gonna go solar and wind. And then the next sentence is we're gonna dim the sun.
Can you imagine
Hi.
if
Hi.
the government
Yeah.
follows through with their electrical car plans? Every single person has an electric car, and the government's like, oh, sorry, we shut off the grid. We can't use electricity. You guys are just gonna have to stay at home. What the
That's
fuck?
exactly what they want to do. That's exactly what they want to do, Clay. It's how they get you.
uh,
That and take out sodas. Those things are just a ripoff.
so yeah, and
Uh,
people are sending me texts saying, "Hey, what do we do about work?" I'm like, "You work. You leave the power on, leave the electricity on, leave the heat on. Fuck them." Sorry.
yeah. What the hell?
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
you just want everybody to freeze to death? Is that what you want right now? That can't look good for a government.
well, let's be honest. I don't think your government's looking so great. Not that ours is looking any better, but I'm gonna say your government's not looking real great these days.
Yeah.
I mean, I used to think that they were, I used to really
Envy,
have high, yeah, well, no, not envy. No. Uh,
respect.
I used to think that maybe they weren't as corrupted as we were down here, but now I just think they're even more corrupted.
Oh yeah.
I I don't understand what's going on with every country that's like based out of countries that started from England, basically. That includes us, But I mean, some of the most crazy crap that comes out is from England, is from Canada, is from Australia, from New Zealand. I mean, what the hell?
Did you see that? I don't know if I sent you that report. I think I did, where uh, the Canadian government was warned that if they kept doing all the importing of people, that there would be a housing
Uh-huh.
crash and a housing crisis.
Right?
And the government's
Hmm.
like, yeah, we'll cross that bridge later. 2 years later, like, okay, we're fucked now. Now they're asking for people to let people live with them. Do you know an immigrant family that doesn't have a house? Just invite them into your home and what? What are you talking about?
Right.
How did you let them here without a plan? You just said, okay, here's your visa. Just go knock on a door and move in. What
Yeah,
the fuck?
basically. Yeah. Yeah, it's
Fucking crazy. They were warned that there would be a housing crisis in Canada if they kept their immigration numbers at what they were doing. And the government's like, nah, that's a problem for future Canada. And guess what? Future Canada
it
has arrived.
that and future Canada is now here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta say that wasn't very, I don't know what's the word I'm thinking of.
And
Smart of
and
them.
and by next year they want to double what they did for immigration last year.
Yeah, at some point they're gonna have to realize they're being really stupid. I mean, don't you think?
I don't know. What's the plan? What do you think? That they want people to move here that will vote for them? Like, what's the reason that they want so many people coming here? I don't have a problem with people coming here. Not at all. I just have a problem with too many people coming here and nobody has a place to live. Like you're promising them the Holy Land and you're giving them garbage.
Yeah, yeah,
Like, come
pretty
here.
much.
Everything's wonderful. Everything's wonderful. We'll fast track your citizenship. Everything's great. Oh, that's awesome. You're citizens? Yeah, sorry, there's no place for you to live.
Yeah. And it causes everybody who's lived there their cost of living to go up by 500%,
Yeah.
you know.
It's
You
fucked
know.
up.
Also going to be, I'm going to guess it's also going to be a problem having enough food for everybody.
Well, I mean, once they shut the farming down, yes.
Well, they're working on that.
And once they tell me that I can't use my stove anymore, then yeah, probably.
The good news, though, is probably where you're at, not a lot of people are going to be moving there, or at least voluntarily moving there. Well, maybe they are. I don't know. I mean, you do have a great influx of fast food workers that you had, like you said,
Oh
that
yeah.
managed to happen. I can't. What what does your friend, who's from a much warmer climate, think about how cold it gets there?
Excited about the snow the first time, and now they're just used to it.
Yeah,
They hate it. Like
yeah.
you
But
could
then again,
just
you hate it too,
I
so
hate it. I mean, it's a
yeah,
what is it? Means to an end.
yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm going to keep doing what I do and striving for what's coming next. And
Right.
I'm on the right track. I'm on the right
Oh
track
yeah,
to not live here.
you're you're doing well. You're doing well.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean, my gay porn OnlyFans skyrocketing. The numbers are crazy.
well, as well it should, Clay. You're a specimen.
Yes.
I don't know what kind of specimen, but you're a specimen.
Well, I mean, let's just say that when you go through immigration in Canada, they send you to Mr. Clay's OnlyFans, and he puts your wiener in his mouth, and he gets paid.
Wow. Is
Yeah,
it like
pretty.
$500 like a horse penis?
I wish. It's like a buck
Wow.
50.
No. Wow, that's a lot of yeah,
Uh,
it's gonna take a
I,
while it's gonna take a while to earn that $500 a day.
I work on
Wait,
volume. That's how
wait.
I work. I'm the Walmart
Wow.
of OnlyFans.
No, amazing. It's amazing. Wow.
And let's just say that
Yeah.
the immigrants love it.
Yeah. I would much rather us be doing a in-person podcast together, sitting on the veranda of some tropical house with the ocean in the background, and we're doing live shows, and you can hear macaws and crap going on in the woods behind us, you know.
You want to make that happen?
I do want to make that happen.
Okay, do up your little vision
Sell
board.
all that crap.
Oh, I was thinking vision board and hopes and dreams. That won't
Well,
work.
yeah. Well, I could go for diversity hires and hopes and dreams like the government, and then oh yeah, they have the power to just tax you. I forgot about that. That helps to
Mhm.
make money,
What what
you
if
know.
what if we got a hot 20-year-old girl to be involved with this podcast?
We could, or we could
They
just create one with AI.
true. They do have a tendency to get more numbers than anyone else for anything.
They absolutely do.
Hmm.
Absolutely. You'd almost think that guys are dumb enough to just blow money when it's a hot chick. That's
Guys are
amazing.
so stupid.
Yes,
How much
yes.
money do you think you've spent trying to get laid and not succeeding in your life? Whether or not it's just a coffee or just a dinner or
Easily,
spending year gas
easily probably around 15 to 20,000, I think.
and not getting laid.
Well, it depends on, well, I was going on a lot of first dates and I did video dating stuff. I mean, back in the day when it was really expensive. So, yeah, I mean, it was probably 10 to 15,000.
Did you see that girl that goes on 6 dates a week? She has
Oh, yeah.
no intention of getting a boyfriend. She's like, I go on 6 different dates a week so that I can get
Yeah, for
six
dinner.
different meals. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I
Yeah.
haven't paid for a meal in 2 years.
Yeah.
Fuck
That's
me.
that's that's called women privilege, you know.
It's called being
Women
awesome.
privilege.
I'm a little bit jealous.
Hot girl privilege is what it is.
Yeah, I can't
Yeah,
imagine a girl taking me out for dinner 6 days a week. Well, different girls.
it's true. I can't imagine being
But
taken out 6 days a week either. So
then again, I'm so busy with that OnlyFans, with the immigration part of Canada, with the government's
yeah,
immigration laws. Wait, did I say I was
you
giving
know,
blowjobs or getting blowjobs? I don't remember which one it was.
before the market was saturated, we should have just moved to some like tropical island, gotten like six hot native, really hot girls, and just had a cam service and just made money off of it.
Yeah, that was the way to go.
Yeah,
I
it
think
was.
outside the box now.
Oh, literally think outside of the box.
Outside of the bun, like Taco Bell.
Yes. Yeah, it could be just we could just do a house full of a bunch of guys who just have muhaha sized wieners.
Oh my God, it's so fucking big. It was so impressive, and it just made me sad. Like I hope he's using it. I do. I mean, not forcibly on anyone, but I hope he's getting
Well,
use out of it.
well, it's hopefully not forcibly, but I mean, do you ever see that movie, The Other Sister? Or yeah, The Other Sister with Juliette
Julianne
Lewis
Lewis?
and Gianna? Yeah,
I
where they
never
were.
saw it, but I know what it is.
Yeah, so it's a movie about two challenged mentally people getting together and getting together, because
Yeah.
they were both a little slow, and about how her family's reaction to it was, and stuff like that. So I mean, it's actually a really good movie. It's all, but it's really funny thinking about, like you said, thinking about Muhaha and him meeting another girl and them just having some crazy wild action together and probably like, oh, it's so fun.
Uh,
I
I,
mean,
I just want to hear him say "muhaha" when he's plowing someone, and I
he
want to
probably
hear him
uses he
say,
probably he probably uses this classic line, "You want to play naked Nintendo?" And she's
uh,
like, "Sure."
"Hey, I've heard from girls that Mario Kart is like a gateway to getting laid."
Really?
Yep. If you have a Mario Kart game and you challenge a girl to Mario Kart, you could essentially treat it like strip poker, and you will get there.
Well, I can show her my magic mushroom.
Yeah.
It just keeps growing.
Yeah. So I've never tried it before because the Nintendo Switch is in my son's room, and I would find that like
Yeah.
super awkward if I was gonna bang a chick on my son's bed, right?
Yeah, I would think so.
I
Yeah.
mean, he wouldn't be there, obviously.
Makes me think of this comedian. He's like trying to get laid with the girl, and she's like, I have a son. He's like, I'm not asking him to watch. She's like, but I have a child. Like, are you wanting him to involve him? I mean, what? I have no problem with you having a child. I don't care if you have five of them. I mean, I just don't want him in there like on the grandstand giving me ratings while
Well,
I'm
I mean,
plowing you.
why
Go,
not?
mom, go.
Wouldn't
Get
you
that
want to know?
stepdad. Get our stepdad.
Wouldn't you want to know what the ratings are from a third party?
God, that would be weird, right? The kids are out there going like you're like the mom goes off to the bathroom and the kids are like, she'll totally fuck you. Get her, get her. We need a stepdad. We need money. Like that would be weird, right?
Well, I
I
mean,
did have a girl. I did have a girl once. I was kind of seeing the mom for a while. We were just kind of fooling around and stuff, and like we stopped somewhere, and the mom like ran into the store, and like the kid was in the back seat, and they're like, she's gonna dump you, right? I was like, what the
really?
fuck? Yeah,
What the fuck?
yeah. They're like, she's just using you for sex. I'm like, I'm okay with that. I didn't say that, but I'm like, I not having a problem here.
So did she dump you then and there, or
No,
did you
no, she
dump
dumped me
her?
later. I mean, we broke up.
Okay, so he didn't know something. He wasn't like, in the know. He didn't have like prior
No,
knowledge.
no, I mean, no, he's like, she's done this, like basically implying that his mom's a whore,
Oh.
basically, that she does this a lot. So I'm like, oh well, thanks for the heads up.
So how long did you have with her after that awkward moment before?
No, we were together for like a couple of months. I mean, we weren't really dating. Every once in a while, I'd get a hotel and I'd, slam town, but
No, no, describe it. I don't know what you mean. I've never done that before.
well, it's like when you take a muhaha
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Keep going, keep going.
and you put her on a doggy style and you just
Okay.
give it to her.
Like a
Yeah.
wiener dog.
Yeah.
Nice.
Mhm.
How many times have you met with a chick that you met online, but you couldn't bring her back to your place? She couldn't you bring you back to her place. So you guys went to like a hotel or you just like did it in the car.
Um, couple times. I mean, usually we already know the situation, so I'll have a hotel room or whatever, get a hotel room.
Hmm. Do you get a
So,
nice hotel room or do you get like a really seedy hourly rate prostitute ridden hotel?
well, I don't quite go that far. Something in the like 75 to $100 range if possible. Like a two or three, like a 2.5, 3 star, something decent, whatever I can find like on Hotwire or Orbitz. I mean, I'm not laying out like $300 for a room and shit. It's like
Oh, you
shit.
already laid out $20,000 to not get laid. What's another $300 if you're gonna get laid?
Well, yeah, well, I don't do that anymore. That's why I don't get laid. I'm tired of spending money. Tired of
Man,
spending money on me too.
you should start dating guys because apparently guys are stupid.
I don't know. Gay guys are rich apparently, so at least gay men are willing to spend more money than women a lot of times, I think. You never know. It could be an untapped market for you, Clay. You could do the Mr. Clay's OnlyFans for men.
Hmm. Could.
You see what you really need to do. What you need to do is you just need to find a really hot chick who wants to do OnlyFans and then needs a stunt dick once in a while. But I think we've talked about that prior.
We
So,
have, but I don't have quite a good enough penis to be a stunt dick.
well,
I think they would
me
much rather
neither.
watch I don't have the go-go gadget penis we talked about. I
Right.
don't have the South American huge schlongs that they have.
No, me neither. And that's why I'm not in porn.
I mean, you do have the Swiss Army penis. I remember
I
that.
do. Yeah, it fits everywhere apparently quite well.
Mine is more like
So,
Mr. Chow from Hangover 2 when they're in the hotel room and it's really hot and the monkey's playing with that little thing and they're like, "What is that? Is that a mushroom?" And then Alan licks it and he's like, "Yeah, it's a shiitake. It's definitely a shiitake." And then they move like the blankets or whatever and it's just Mr. Chow's pubes that rise up to almost cover the tip of his dick and they were like playing with it. Fuck, awesome.
I don't remember that, but that's hilarious.
Oh my God, so good.
Wow.
But yeah, I've got like a
Wow.
Mr. Chow Wang. I should actually nickname my dick Mr. Chow. Nickname it
Well, it's
Leslie
better.
Chow.
It's better than the name of my penis, which is Hans
Hans
Christian
Christian
Andersen.
Andersen?
That's right. Yeah, I'm sure
Yeah.
that the author would really appreciate that tribute to him.
No, why not? I
So,
mean,
oh, it beats my former name for him. I had to give him an upgrade because special ed and the twins just didn't help his self-esteem any.
I do know.
Yeah. So,
I'm an expert with special ed and
hey,
wieners.
you don't have any Urban Dictionary terms, do you?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Did you see my one I sent you that the ballgasm? Did you see that message I sent you?
I didn't see that.
You didn't? Oh, I
Ballgasm?
sent it. Yeah, it was on I think I sent it on the messenger.
I'll have to
But
check that one out.
basically, it's either some kind of toy or something you can use that basically you can use it to basically fuck a girl with your balls.
Oh, I mean, I've watched a video.
Yeah, I know that one guy. Yeah,
You saw him tuck his nuts into her butthole?
yes, that was
What?
fucking
What the,
disgusting.
what the fuck, right?
I know, right? All right, yeah, that was
Uh,
crazy. So,
all right. So
but
I've
if you
got my
got some Urban Dictionaries,
yeah,
yeah, let's go
yeah.
with Urban Dictionary.
All right. So Arabian goggles. Arabian goggles.
I'm gonna guess that's when a Middle Eastern man or Arabian descent uh basically does a reverse teabag on a girl and he's got his balls on her eyes.
Well, you are 100% correct about it. Not about any ethnicity, but it's just about
Yeah.
resting one's testicles in a receiver's eye sockets.
Well, I figured I do pretty good at these guesses, man. I really do.
So, in a sentence, Andrew was so frustrated when the girl wouldn't make him a sandwich, he threw her down and gave her the meanest pair of Arabian goggles she'd ever had.
Wow.
Fucking Arabian goggles. That's a
Yeah.
good guess, man. That's awesome.
Yeah. Well, hey, man. I'm a smart man.
So I'm pretty amazed that you got the Arabian goggles, but I don't think you're gonna
Yes.
get this one. I don't think you're gonna get this one.
Okay.
Ass
I'm
hatch.
up. I'm up for it. Huh?
Sorry, what's that?
Well, I'm sorry. You never know. I'm up for a good guess. Well, okay. So what's the term?
Ass hatchet. Ass
Ass hatchet.
hatchet.
I'm gonna say it's when a person poops and it freezes and it swings back and forth like a hatchet.
Oh my. Which you could definitely do right now in my place. I
It's it,
guarantee
it's like
if you take a
yeah. I
shit
mean,
outside, it's gonna freeze to your ass and it's gonna swing in your balls.
Could you imagine if you like had like a liquid dumper and you just went out there and you tried to like spray it out and it just
Oh,
like froze all over your ass?
that'd be fucking crazy. Sexy.
I don't know.
Cool.
You remember what the Alaska freight train was, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, you could definitely generate an Alaskan freight train today. So
So
okay.
the ass hatchet is a term that a cyclist uses to describe what their bike seat feels like after it has been extremely uncomfortable due to either the duration of a bike ride or the number of consecutive days of bike riding.
Okay, so it's not sexual at all.
No,
All
not
I
at
can
all.
think of is all I can think of is God, how bad do you think those bicycle seats smell?
By the fifth day of the bicycle ride across Nebraska, I could swear my seat had turned into an ass hatchet.
That's pretty good. You gotta say, an ass hatchet is pretty good. So,
So would you prefer the sexual ones or the non-sexual ones? Because I
oh,
don't
I
think I
don't
want to
care.
tell you because I think you're going to keep guessing that they're sexual because
Well, of course.
they're either sexual or disgusting. So
Well,
pitchforking.
ass hatchet was actually probably the most tame one that we've done so far. So, pitchforking,
Pitchforking.
uh, that's when you get out that experimental strap-on toy that you attach to your penis and gives you two extra prongs and you just pitchfork her with it.
Do those exist? Can you buy
I
it
don't know. I
a
don't know, but
triple
I want to
extender?
make one now.
Maybe that's your calling. That's what you're going to do with your future. You're going to
I want to
create
make a
pitchfork
con.
dildos or
I want to make a
strap-ons.
condom. Yeah, there you go. I want to make a condom that when you put it on, it looks like the Joker, like the makeup and everything,
There
like
might be some
printed on
sort
the
of
condom.
copyright infringement on that character.
You think?
Oh my God, you can call instead of the Joker, the poker. Because
Yeah,
yeah, you're poking.
yeah,
Anyway,
yeah, yeah.
so
Okay,
pitchforking is a threesome with all dudes.
okay. Should have known that.
Yo, I had a threesome last night. Was it a love sandwich or devil's three-way? Neither, man. It was pitchforking.
That's messed
So,
up.
so at that point, you just figure that your friend is into dudes and you didn't know. But not only is he into dudes, he's into multiple dudes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He is. He's into pitchforking. I mean, it's even a step beyond the double Dutch rudder.
Or a triple Dutch rudder.
Yeah. I don't think anybody's doing Dutch ruddering. I think they were working their own equipment there.
Did you ever watch
So,
shows from the 90s?
well, yeah, I was alive then, so I
Yeah, well,
did.
we all watched a lot. So
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm just messing with you, man. But yeah, of
I do have
course
a
I watched
question
shows
for
from
you.
the 90s. Okay.
Would you rather have Dawson's mom from Dawson's Creek?
I have no idea what she looks like. I never watched that show.
Mm, okay, it might
But
not matter
she
what she looks like.
let's just say she's probably a fairly hot older woman. I'm gonna guess
I,
if
personally,
that's her son.
I think she's a hot older person back in the day.
Okay.
But
Now she's probably a hot, really older person.
yeah, she's a gilf. Uh,
Okay.
would you rather have Dawson's mom? Are you looking her up right now?
Yeah.
All right, hey Jamie, can you bring that up? Dawson's mom from Dawson's Creek. Anyway, would you rather have Dawson's mom from Dawson's Creek strap it on and plow you from behind, or would you rather make love to
He had
Stefan or Cal? Did you watch Family Matters?
not really.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
what's her name? What's this person's name?
I don't know her name in real life. It's
Stefan.
Dawson.
Yeah,
Oh,
no, I found that one, the other one.
okay. Stefan or Cal? Stefan or Cal?
Uh-huh.
Urquelle.
Is that a dude?
It is a dude. He, you know Steve Urkel? Do you know who
Who?
Steve Urkel?
No, I don't know who that
Google
is.
Steve Urkel. There's no way you don't know who this is. Anybody got any cheese? No.
Oh, that character. Okay.
He created a
Would I rather
no,
bang him or
hold on, no,
okay.
that's Steve Urkel is the nerd guy. He went into
Okay.
like this transmogrifier that he created, and it turned him into Stefan Urkel, who was a ladies' man. He was the total opposite of Steve Urkel. coincidentally, the girl that he was in love with as a nerd, when he finally got her as Stefan Urkel, she didn't want him. She wanted Steve Urkel. It was quite beautiful. So Stefan Urkel, you're plowing him, or
Uh-huh.
would you rather plow Mr. Belding from Saved by the Bell?
I thought I had the option of Dawson's mom plowing me.
Yeah, those are the three. You have the
Well,
three.
I'm gonna go with that because that's at least somewhat straight sex.
You you think it's somewhat straight sex when somebody's putting a wiener shaped thing in your butthole?
You're talking to a guy who's had women's fingers up his butt and giving him full body orgasms. So yeah, I'm
Did
okay with
never.
that.
How about a fist? Just one finger or two? What do you think they put up
Just
there?
just a finger.
Are you
Just a
sure?
finger.
You don't know? Are you sure? What if it's like a fat?
I'm pretty sure that there's at least enough to tell you if it's a finger or a fist.
What about two fingers?
Hey, now we're getting kinky.
It's probably a conversation you don't want to have with me.
No, probably not.
So I'm gonna guess it was three fingers. That's just my guess.
uh,
Do you,
yeah.
when you're doing that stuff in those classes, do you say, "Hey, pop another one in there. Hey, pop another one in there." Is that an option, or they just go with the flow and they feel how it feels and what happens happens?
Usually it's just one.
Hmm.
Now, when I've been doing vaginal mapping on a girl, I've used I've used two, not three. I've used two. Same thing for the backdoor action. So,
Oh, I do know. Thank you.
yeah. Yeah, I'm open to talking about that stuff. It is what it is. It's a girl, still a girl. That's my story and I'm sticking to it.
They they, they told me they were a girl. I ignored their penis.
They told me there was a girl, but there was this big wang hanging down. I'm like, how'd that get there?
I did see a
And
meme today.
they're
Oh.
like, oops, watch out for the penis.
I did see a meme today that it shows a guy and a girl at dinner, like so across the table from each other, champagne or wine glasses, like a nice dinner, and it says
Mhm.
dating 2024, and the guy asks the question, he's like, "So, have you always been a woman?" Like that's what we've come to now. That's the icebreaker. So, have you always been a woman?
Why do you ask?
Yeah. No,
Is
no reason.
there a reason why you're asking?
Uh,
Yeah, that's pretty funny. Uh,
you
that's
would
pretty funny.
you would figure that that would be something that would probably you should be disclosed to you before you go to the dinner, right?
Yeah, but you know what? I mean, I understand where the people are coming from, where they're like, well, I really like this person, but if I tell them, they might just break it up with you. But if I tell them later, I'm like, well, if you tell them later in an intimate situation, they might kill you.
Well,
Just
uh,
just a possibility, you
I guess
know?
they probably had all the full surgery then, because it might be a big red flag if you notice that there's a wiener there instead of a hoo hoo, and you're like,
Do
huh?
do you
Have you always
do
been a
you
woman?
do you remember in Crocodile Dundee when they're
Yeah,
like,
yeah, at the
Shh,
party.
hey, it's a dude, it's a
Yeah,
dude. Oh, it's not a bloke or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
And he walks up and he's like, Shh. Like, oh my
yeah,
goodness. And then he does it to like the queen or whatever
yeah,
later, or the like mom or somebody. He's like, oh, just checking or
yeah.
something.
Yeah,
That's funny.
it was at the party. Did it to a very masculine woman, a very
Uh-huh.
I don't know what. Yeah, masculine woman at the party.
Yes. Yes. A very masculine woman.
But you
Yeah.
could
And she
tell she
didn't,
liked it.
but well, of course, if she's masculine, I mean, high testosterone's a high sex drive, man.
Oh,
The thing is you want a woman that's got a fairly good amount of testosterone, but you still want her to be very feminine, you know? I mean,
don't tell me what I
or
want.
well, I'm just saying if you're looking for a woman with the high sex drive. So,
How about the woman in the video you sent me where the guy's all got all the tattoos and the he's like a bodybuilder and he's dating that blonde chick. Would you
oh,
do her?
yeah.
Would you do her?
Would I do her?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I'd do her. I don't know.
Would you let her do
Uh,
you?
hmm,
You let Dawson's mom do it.
perhaps.
It's only fair. It's only fair.
Well, perhaps. I'm pretty easy going, perhaps.
Mhm.
Uh,
So what do you think of
uh,
Dawson's mom?
not bad,
Not bad.
not bad. I
What's she look
mean,
like? What's she look like now? I mean, I know what she looked like 20 years ago.
uh,
20 years can add a lot.
it can. I saw what was it that I saw that she was still really cute. I mean, like a lot of those like Star Trek women that were all from like 20, 30 years ago, most of them are still pretty hot.
Yeah.
I don't know, but Stacy's mom's got it going on, right? So,
She does got it going on.
did you ever notice that she's doing that video that she's watering dirt? Did you ever notice that?
Well, she's just trying to get stuff to grow.
Yeah.
It was planted that
She was
day.
she was getting things to grow all right, but it was four pitchforks across the street.
Um,
You know. Yeah, I don't know what she looks like now. I'm trying to find a photo.
what's her name? Like Stacy's mom? You mean?
Yeah. No. The Dawson's Creek mom. Her name is
The
Mary
character's name
Margaret Humes.
there. Yeah, that's it. I usually just type in their name and then the year.
Let's see if they got a recent photo of her. Yeah, this one looks pretty recent. You can definitely tell she's a little bit older now, but I'd still tap it. I mean, she looks pretty good with the makeup on and, you know,
I do know.
yeah. Yeah,
So
I mean, she's got some wrinkles and stuff. You can tell she's in her 60s, but I've done a massage for a couple women in their 60s that were still pretty hot, you know. So,
I
still
can't.
fun. They still have orgasms just like younger girls.
Wait, so they're just like regular people?
Yeah, hard to believe, right?
That's weird. So when you're on dating apps and stuff, do you put your limit up to like 80? You're
No,
like
I don't want to.
you're like 14 to 17. That's my range. And they're like, "Hey, can you come down to the station? We need to talk to you."
I tell you what, if a 50-year-old or 55 or whatever old like Salma Hayek was like, "Come here," I'll be like, "Okay, got no problem with that." I'm pretty sure that when she's 60, she's still going to be pretty hot,
Well, yeah,
you
she
know.
has all that Hollywood and her billionaire husband's money to make her as hot as she can possibly be for as long as she can. It's
Yeah,
fantastic.
it's pretty amazing. It's kind of like I was telling you about the girl that was the lady that played to Paul on Star Trek Enterprise being
Yeah.
married to the CEO of Live Nations. It's like, when you're like the upper echelon of hotness, you really get to marry up.
Oh yeah.
Like,
You get
you
to
know.
pick and choose. It's not like Russian roulette. It's just like going into the Sears catalog and buying what you want.
Yeah. But then all you got to do from that point forward is just play housewife.
You
You
just
ain't
got to
gonna do
stay
anything
hot.
ever again. Yeah, and stay hot. That's your job. That's the only job you got. When you have
Yeah.
a billionaire husband, you need to just stay hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hot and horny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because if you lose either one of those, I'm pretty sure your billionaire husband is going to go find either one of those things anywhere he possibly can,
Yeah.
which is
I mean,
anywhere in the world.
right. Because the question right after, what do you want for dinner is, would you like me to blow you before dinner, honey? I
And
mean,
after, and after,
yeah, and
and
after,
while you're
yeah.
eating.
I mean, come on. The guy's gonna be like 50, 60 something. He might not need it three times within a couple hours. I mean,
What a
goddamn, we're all human.
what a pussy. He needs to man up. What good is billions of dollars if you're not getting blowjobs three times in an hour?
Okay, I'm past that point. I don't need three blowjobs in an hour. I know. I know I'm over the hill.
No, you just got
That's
to
a
be a billionaire.
well, I tell you what, if I could have a hold on. Here's her husband, I think.
Live Nation guy?
No, the Dawson's Creek. Oh, maybe not. She's still very hot. I mean, she can wear a cute little black dress, no problem. I mean, I'd still go out with her. I mean, even at her age. I mean, let me see how old she is. How old do you think she is? Just take a guess before I tell you, before I look it
I'm
up.
gonna say she's probably 62.
I was gonna say 63. Oh, let's see here. She was born in 54, so she's almost 70. She'll be 70 in April of this year. So, wow, quite a bit older.
Hmm.
Yeah. Huh,
That's
how
much
funny.
older.
She's in History of the World Part 1, which I just got on DVD from the library this weekend. And she's been married for 32 years to Rawl A. Bruce.
Related to Lenny Bruce?
Wow. She was Miss Florida in the USA pageant, and she was a third runner-up in the 1975 Miss USA.
That doesn't surprise me. She's pretty hot.
Yeah.
And she's probably
Yeah.
even hotter with a strap on. Ain't that right, Charlie Ray?
Maybe.
There's no maybe about it. That was your choice.
Well, yeah. I'd just tell her to take it gentle. Take it gentle. Take it gentle on me, mama.
So I think we should probably leave the listener with that image of
Yeah.
Charlie Ray
Yeah.
on all fours and Dawson's mom from Dawson's Creek. Go
Somehow
gentle.
somehow the thing of a younger girl calling guy daddy is supposedly pretty sexy, although these
Yeah.
days with all the pedo crap, it's kind of not.
Yeah.
But having a guy going mommy is
I
just
know. I know. Just
not
thinking about it is just
sexy at all.
no.
No,
Do you think she do you think she'd like it though?
Are you telling me you couldn't have like say what if uh the Morena, the girl that was Deadpool's
Yeah.
girlfriend or whatever, was in a skin tight leather outfit with a strap on, and it's like, call me mommy. Would you call her mommy?
I would call her whatever she wants me to call her.
Good answer.
Right? When you look that hot,
Yeah,
it's you just get your way.
yeah, but see the thing, a girl going yes, daddy or whatever has potential to be sexy, but you going yes, mommy just doesn't feel sexy. It just doesn't feel sexy.
No, it doesn't. I agree with you.
No. So yeah,
So
so there's a
I'm
lesson.
gonna go find a video for you to watch. I'm gonna send it to you, and we can talk about it next
Okay.
episode.
Okay, that sounds scary. Don't be sending me any more e-fucks.
Just don't watch it at work. Just do
Oh,
not
oh,
watch it at
oh.
work.
Yeah, I don't plan on it. So, well, with that know-it-alls, I hope you enjoyed this lesson of us just talking about literally nothing
That's
for the
right.
most part, and
Uh,
still had some sexual parts to it, of course.
except for the ass hatchet.
Yes, the ass hatchet.
The ass
Yeah.
hatchet
I
was the
I
least
swapped
sexual
out
thing.
my ass hatchet. I swapped out my ass hatchet on my bike. I got rid of the narrow bike and I got one
Yeah.
of the like, hey, you got a fat ass bicycle seats. That's what they should call it. It's a big seat with a gel cushion on it. It's like
Ooh, that sounds
that's the one
awesome.
I want. Yeah, it does.
I just want to be comfortable.
Exactly. I mean, I'm like biking like for sometimes 10, 15 miles, which is nothing I know to most people who bike, but for me it's quite a bit. So I need to get back to that level. Not negative 49-degree weather, though.
No,
Where's Charlie Ray at mile
he's
five?
frozen.
There's
Yeah,
me.
just frozen.
Oh, shit. He's got an ass hatchet.
He does
and
have
a,
an ass
and a,
hatchet.
and a Tennessee freight train.
All right, peace out, know-it-alls.
Peace out.
Hey, dude, I gotta go call my mom, so I am out of here.
Okay.
And
Cool, man.
thanks for the recording. If you're available at all more this week, just let me know. I've got a couple of
Okay.
nights free.
Okay. I'll message you.
Cool.
How long we got before this ends? Like, well, we got a couple minutes. Yeah, this was fun. Hope you enjoyed the story. I didn't know if I ever told you that New Year's Eve party story.
No, I've never heard you using your machine other than when you said you used to rent it.
Oh, yeah, yeah. No, this was fun because all the guys were wanting me to run the machine, on their women. So that was really fun. I was like, "You want to do it?" They're like, "No, you go ahead." A couple times, a couple of guys did, but for the most part, they let me run it. And the women were just coming in.
You're like DJ Charlie Ray.
It was a lot of fun, dude. I mean, having like woman after woman come in there and you're bringing them to orgasms. Yeah, it
Yeah,
was pretty fun. Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
jealous.
But oh man, uh, oh, I was gonna tell you, this is all after the end, but yeah, I'm gonna look at that hotel and stuff. Is that hotel like in downtown Vancouver
No,
or is
no,
it on the?
it's like a 4 minute drive from the airport.
Okay.
You can take a
Is it,
sky train from the airport to
uh-huh.
near the hotel and walk for 8 minutes, or you can take a
Uh-huh.
cab ride for like $10 Canadian.
Yeah.
Right? It's
How hard is it to get from that that hotel down to like near where the
You would have to take the SkyTrain and just downtown.
easy
Yeah.
peasy because then you guys would pick me up
Yeah, we'll pick
from
you up
the
after.
venue.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Cool.
My friend Mark should be with us that night,
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
He says that's cool as long as we get him back to his house before 2 a.m.
That's cool. What are you going to be up to that night in
Nothing.
Vancouver?
We're gonna land in Abbotsford at 5. We'll leave Abbotsford at like 6:30 after we get the car rental. So it's gonna take us an hour to get downtown. 7:30. I think we'll go to Krispy Kreme because you don't need to go there because you can go there whenever you want.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go to Krispy Kreme. It's sort of out of the way, and then we're just gonna head downtown.
Where's Abbotsford at?
That's like an hour east.
Mhm. You know, I was looking at there's some filming sites for Rambo First Blood that's up there. Do you
That's
know
in
that?
Hope. Yeah, that's like
Yeah.
two,
But
probably two
yeah.
hours from where.
Okay.
Yeah, we used to
Yeah,
drive through there. Yeah, that was my.
I
Yeah,
saw that. That's cool. All right, man.
we're
Well,
gonna go to the Smallville house on the way to
are we?
Abbotsford. Yep, the Smallville farm, the
Cool.
yellow. So yeah, we're gonna do that.
Cool.
Oh, ooh,
Well, and of course we're gonna go to the
Jasmine Garden.
Jasmine Garden
Fuck
thing.
yeah!
So
And
yeah,
I took all the
yeah.
pictures.
That Joyride movie was hilarious.
Yeah, I took all the pictures of
Yeah.
the restaurant from the screens.